The last two verses say, when Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, who is this? And the crowds answered, this is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth in Galilee. They were so close, but they were incomplete. Who is Jesus really? And what did he come to do? This is what we're asking ourselves. He's more than just a prophet. I said it earlier. He is the one who fulfilled every prophecy. He came in to establish a kingdom, but not one that the people had anticipated. The conflict that he was coming to resolve was not between Israel and Italy. It was a conflict he was coming to resolve between God and man because of the sin that separated us from him. And he went, in Romans 8, chapter 7, it talks about us being at enmity with God, right? It says the mind governed by the flesh is hostile to God. It does not submit to God's law, nor can it do so. We were in a deep-seated hostility and rebellion. We were in opposition against God, against his will, against his nature, against his very authority at the core of who we were. This is why Jesus had to come. And so the enemy that Jesus was actually coming to conquer was sin and death. The victory in their minds was a raised fist in defiance to their oppressor, maybe amassing a large military presence, right? This is what the people wanted, to be able to respond to Rome. But the victory that Jesus had in mind, it included some outstretched arms on a cross. And so that every nation and tribe and tongue could be reconciled and become an army of sons and daughters to the living God who found victory in him and righteousness in him and cleansing through his humble sacrifice. They wanted external freedom, an earthly king, while Jesus was entering their midst to offer freedom for their souls. This is what he is still offering us today, freedom within. That transforms into freedom that is visible, fruit that's not unripe, fruit that is ready, fruit that's ready to be picked and enjoyed and shared because we have a life that's been made new in Christ. So in that moment, as Jesus, the Son of God, was riding into Jerusalem as a triumphant king, he was also a lamb being prepared for sacrifice. And he gives us an invitation. So to see his power displayed through his humility, to see the authority that God gave him, that he yielded back to the Father. He did nothing unless the Father showed him to do it. And there was a love that he showed that served sacrificially, even to the point of giving his life. There was a mission that he stayed conscious of, despite of the cheers of the crowd or the jeers of the crowd, which are to come. He stayed true to the mission. He would look into a cup of suffering and separation from his Father and say, I will drink of this cup because I love humanity so much that I want them with me in close fellowship again.